The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Here's a breakaway opportunity. Battling and driving a penalty kill. Over shot to goal! Battling his way through and backhanding it in is Liam Tamula.
Yellow Jackets looking to continue that run here, and a nice kick by Kennedy Pilgrim to keep that volley going. And a block at the net.
High to the 6. Knoll drives one into left center field. Hit well and deep, and a diving catch in left center field. A heck of a grab. Jordan Leininger took extra bases away and 2 down.
Tackle. Fires right side complete. The hook and ladder.
Oh, hey.
Richter. To the feet. He could go. Richter. To the house. Touchdown Jackets. Levi Richter on the Yellow Jackets lead with 13.8 seconds to go.
3 seconds to go. Cooler with the ball. 1 second at the buzzer. It's in! And the Pelican Rapids Vikings on a shot by Matty Cooler go to the state tournament undefeated at 29-0.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
And good evening and welcome into the Hive. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock as we get ready to go for some non-conference basketball action. It's the Norman County East Hewlin Hinterdall Titans taking on the Perham Yellow Jackets and Lance. Both teams coming off a victory here and looking to continue that momentum as they get ready for what's going to be the stretch run, especially if you look at it for the Yellow Jackets side of things. They got 3 games and about a 4-day stretch to wrap up the regular season and then get ready for Section 8 2A play.
Right, and this is one of those games, Jason, that I can't remember the last time these two. You'll probably have, maybe I don't, but maybe someone out there in the audience will remember the last time these teams played, and I'm wondering if it's ever been with Norman County East Hewlin Hinterdall together. I remember going way back in the day, back to my coaching days, where we went to the Hewlin gym and played Hewlin Hinterdall, but never this combination of towns and teams together. So really unique night of basketball. And again, one of those you might look and go Class A versus Class AA, but I think we're going to see a really good Class A team that plays in a really good conference and coming out of a really good section, so they're going to be battle tested against some of the better A clubs in the northern half of Minnesota.
And there's also a little bit of familiarity as head coach of the Titans, Ted Critchley, was with the staff at Perham last year, but was also the head coach at Minnesota State Community Technical College in Fergus Falls.
Right, and I would walk by Coach Critchley's room every morning and chat a little basketball last year. And so, again, one of those, and the Critchley name has been synonymous with basketball in northern Minnesota back to the days of Hawley, and you can go DGF, you can name a host of names, and the Critchley name has been a part of that. So, again, a battle-tested name, bringing a group of pretty good athletes, and we'll talk about that later on in this pregame show, Jason, but a really nice-looking group of athletes, not tremendous size, but all in that 6'1", 6'2" range, which you and I know can be very dangerous on the basketball court when you try to guard them.
The Titans come in with a record of 14-8. They're 8-5 overall in the Pine to Prairie Conference. That has them in 3rd place in the South Division. The Yellow Jackets come in with a record of 7-15. They sit at 4-7 overall in the heart of the Lanks, but they've been playing better of late, picking up a pair of wins over Breckenridge and Frazee. And in that Frazee game, it was old school night, and it probably brought back some old school memories for the style of basketball game it was. It was a slugfest. It was nothing pretty about it, and it was in the old middle school.
And, you know, it's one of those that you say as a coach, and you say, it still looks like a W in the win column. And I know it's not what Coach Haberman and his staff were probably looking for as you try to clean things up when you get to tournament time. And you said it was a slugfest. It wasn't very clean, but you got to win those games. And especially when it hasn't gone quite the way you maybe had scripted it, you need every one of those W's. And I think you can look to tonight being another one of those as you're the Yellow Jackets. But again, it's going to be another team that I believe they play the Frazee, and it's been close games for them too. So I can imagine this could be another one of those that goes down to the wire as we watch these two teams go at it.
Both teams with success against Frazee, as a lot of teams have this year. Frazee suffered a 63-62 loss to the Titans the last time the Titans were out. and the Yellow Jackets knocked out Frazee 52-44. We thank you for tuning in to the Budget Blinds pregame show. We'll take a quick time out here on the Main Food Sports Network.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Odds are there's an ace right in your neighborhood. With expert advice and the right tools to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock. With people who know their stuff. Welcome to the Home Convenience Store.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's something new every day, some different stuff to do. It's not the same monotonous thing over and over again.
Everybody works together, everybody knows everybody, you know, we all get along just well. It's just a great company to work with.
It's like a big family here. It's just everybody gets along with everybody and everybody clicks. Everybody just helps everybody out. And it's a pretty awesome job to have.
Ray's Sport and Marine in Perham has you covered for all your recreational needs. Ray's carries a large inventory of Lund boats, Bennington pontoons, plus Viaggio pontoons. They also carry the Yamaha line of ATVs and UTVs, as well as the full line of Honda Power Sports. Stop in and check out all of what Ray's Sport and Marine has to offer. Good luck to all Perham athletes, and go Yellow Jackets!
Reuter Family Dentistry, with locations in Perham and Wadena, welcomes new patients. Come meet the friendly and professional team and experience for yourself what it is patients love about Reuter Family Dentistry.
You know, Dr. Reuter is just so kind and inviting, and she's very proactive, and she has instilled it in her staff to be so friendly and inviting also, and that just makes it a wonderful experience.
Welcome back into the Hive here on the Budget Blinds pregame show. We'll take a look at our KLN Family Brands keys to the game.
Here's a look at what needs to be done to win this game.
For the Titans, it's kind of continue their offensive success. They've been putting up some big numbers of late, averaging at 65.2 points per game, but in that stretch they put up 90 and also been averaging well over that 65 mark of late, as they sit at 14-8 overall.
Right, and I think a lot of things roll into that one key to success. To be successful offensively, I think it usually starts on the defensive end, and I think that's where we're also going to see that leads into your second one, Jason, so I'm not going to steal that, but I think if you got to rebound well tonight, limit those possessions and get yourself offensive possessions. The more offensive possessions you're going to make, the better chance you have of being successful. And I think if you would go down there and talk to the coaching staff, you'd hear that from them, that we got to rebound the basketball tonight. And one thing you can say about Perham, they play a physical style. I mean, they get after it. You got to match that physical style to be able to be successful on the offensive end.
And the second one's fast start. You got to put the pressure on the Yellow Jackets here. The Yellow Jackets have had some success overall at home. They're 5-6 overall at home. We're on the road. They're 2-7. But you look at Norman County, Eastview, and Hitterdal, 7-4 on the road. So no stranger, but this is their first time playing in the venue like the Hive.
Right, and one of the things I like about that one, Jason, is if you're the Yellow Jackets, you are pressing to win. That record isn't like where you want it to be, and you've had some close games where you could have done that. You put that pressure on yourself. Now when you look at the scoreboard and you're surrounded by scoreboards in the Hive, all of a sudden you start to see that differential go wider. You put more pressure on yourself, and you and I both know we don't shoot as well when we put pressure on ourselves. So these young athletes aren't going to as well. So if the Titans can spread that a little bit and put that kind of mental pressure on the Jackets, it could be a really good night for the Titans.
Well, another thing too, there's always something to it a little bit when you see a AA play a single A team. The expectation is there for the AA team to always have more depth and come away with that type of W's. The expectation. A lot of times it's not the reality, though.
Oh, true. And you look at, I look at the Pine to Prairie, just to take a quick look. You're talking Fertile Beltrami, who's 19-4, and I got to see them play a little bit. They're a quality, good team. Ada Borup West is playing teams beating Hennings and those types of that we've seen, and the really good teams. Winnemac has a good team. Park Christian has a good team. This is a really good basketball conference, and I think you see that when you see the Titans play.
Okay, so the Yellow Jackets from head coach Carl Haberman, one of the things he wants to really focus on tonight is containing the dribble drive of the Titans here tonight.
Yeah, and I think you're going to see a couple players, Jason, tonight that are really those smooth type basketball players for Norman County, East Ulen, Hitterdal. I'll try to make sure I get his name right. Aiden Flatten, I think, is one that I look at that he's a matchup problem because he can go inside, outside, and he's so good at putting the ball on the ground and getting that dribble drive. And there's more, and we'll highlight that a little bit when we get into the starting lineups. But you don't want them getting to the basket because they either score or they kick and get an open look. And they've got 4 or 5 guys that can shoot the three-pointer.
And that was another thing Carl Haberman, the head coach of the Yellow Jackets, touched on. He said finding their shooters. Also, another one for the Yellow Jackets offense needs to step up. And what Kyle had mentioned to me is having that offense take that next step. They need to continue to score at the higher rate. Since January 16th, their field goal percentage is up to 8%, is up about 8%, and he wants to continue that pace. And definitely that's something that the Yellow Jackets like to do. They have balance. That's been one of the nice things with the Yellow Jackets, but kind of getting an inside presence as well has been the unique thing this year for the Yellow Jackets.
Oh, agreed. And I think when you start to look at that percentage going up, it's the quality of shots they're starting to take. Not forcing through a double team, not trying to lower a shoulder, put a shot up. They're moving the basketball at a better rate. And I would guess if you dove into their numbers, you'd see their assist-to-point ratio is also getting better, and that just leads to better basketball. And I think that's where Coach Haberman's seeing a light at the end of the tunnel of the things that he's trying to implement now are coming into play, and they're doing these things a little bit better each and every night.
We'll touch on that and a little bit more as our Budget Blinds pregame show rolls on. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineups brought to you by Lakes Ace Hardware.
River's Edge Cabinetry loves their customers, and customers like Emily love them right back. She says, I've seen a lot of cabinets in my 16 years of real estate sales and appraising, and the quality of River's Edge Cabinetry is right there with the best. Jen says working with them was great because they took care of everything. I really like their style, attention to detail, and being able to see 3D drawings up front. Call 218-346-0127 or visit the website today, riversedgecabinetry.com, turning your vision into reality.
One of our core values at United Community Bank is reinvesting in the communities we serve. I personally take great pride in this as I'm a 5th generation in our family here at United Community Bank. We've been here for over 100 years. We take a great sense of pride in sort of that reciprocal relationship we have with our community that, you know, we need our community members and they need us, and we love giving back and reinvesting.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
At Nias Family Sales, our experienced mechanics are here to provide exceptional service in a timely manner. With 10 service bays, the service department at Nias Family Sales can work on all makes and models. Our experienced mechanics can do everything from oil changes, tire repairs, brake service, engine and transmission repair, and much more. Schedule your vehicle today. Call 218-346-5976 or visit the Nias Family Sales Service Center at 610 East Main Street in Perham.
Welcome to Perham, Minnesota. A great place to visit and an even better place to live. Here's a look at just a few of the things you can experience here.
To learn more and plan your next getaway, visit Perham.com.
Hansen's Plumbing and Heating provides the highest quality products and services to ensure the comfort and safety of all their customers. It's what they do. Henry Hansen, later known as Hardware Hank, first opened the family hardware store in the early 1930s in Burgess, Minnesota. Today, they are proud to carry on his legacy of hard work and honesty through teamwork, fellowship, cutting-edge technology, and forward thinking. 218-346-2422 or make a visit in Perham, Burgess, or Detroit Lakes today. Hansen's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Minnesota families for over 80 years.
Game time is now only minutes away. Let's take a look at your starting lineups for this matchup.
Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Lakes Ace Hardware. Get your favorite Benjamin Moore or Magnolia paint colors or color match any color today at Lakes Ace Hardware in beautiful downtown Perham. Starting lineups for the Titans. Starting at a guard is 6'2" senior Wyatt Crumpton. Starting at a guard is 6' junior Ian Jacobson. Starting at a forward is 6'2" junior Maverick Pinsky. Starting at a guard is 6'2" senior Aiden Flayton. And starting at forward is 6'2" senior Cade Bentley. Head coach Ted Critchley is assisted by Kane Scow and Colton Bacala for the Titans. Yellow Jackets will start like this tonight. Starting at a forward, he's growing a little bit, is Blaze Schmitz, a senior forward, wearing number 0. And also starting at a forward, it's a 5'8" senior, number 2, Mason Half. He's starting at a guard. Starting at a guard is senior Gage Onenson. Starting at a forward is junior Maddox Swintek. And starting at forward is junior Ashton Detloff. Head coach Cal Haberman. He's assisted by Grant Durkheising, Brian Robertson, Aaron Solberg, and also aided by the help of Judd Stoll. As the Yellow Jackets get ready to go for this one against the Titans. Lance, we touched on a little bit about the keys, but we look at final 3 games coming up for the Yellow Jackets. Turn around a night game the next day tomorrow night against Pelican Rapids. So we didn't touch on that in the keys, but if you're the Yellow Jackets, you can't get caught looking ahead to that one tomorrow night.
Well, and when you start to look at this, Jason, you said what I thought exactly. It's easy to peek around the corner and go, we got the number 1 team in the section coming tomorrow night. And if you knock them off, you can kind of consider yourself on a roll at that point. And then you don't want to get caught too far, because if you look at the section right now, 8-9 is Perham and Thief River Falls. Who do the Yellow Jackets play in their third of 3 games? Thief River Falls. That might, and you might go, well, big deal. That might be the difference between playing in the Hive in the opening round or going to Thief River Falls. And those of you, there's nothing wrong with Thief River Falls, but it is a different element playing up there. You got to get on the bus. You got to travel. It's an old school gymnasium, and they play a lot better when they're playing at home.
And then the tiebreakers, you never know. That trip could be extended by a couple of hours because it could be a trip to Roseau, as they're in that mix as well. So it'll be interesting how the things play out. And also a note, too, that game is on Monday. It's an election year, so that means there's caucuses on that Tuesday night, so that's why the game is on Monday. So it's a big 3 games in a short amount of time for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, huge 3-game stretch. And Norman County East, you're looking the same thing. Elon Hinderdal, they want to go out on a good win and a good stretch of wins, and they've got some big games coming up, and a familiar foe that we see, Hawley, they end their season with. And man, you talk about a feather in a single A cap. If you come here and knock off the Yellow Jackets and then knock off the Nuggets in the last game, you're going into your tournaments rolling.
And then you look at that, and you got also in that stretch, you have Hillcrest Lutheran and then Stephen Argyle as well, sandwiched between the Heart of the Lakes conference battles.
Yeah, and Hillcrest Lutheran's got a really nice team rated in the state right now. So again, both teams, They both have a hill to climb, but the hill's not insurmountable. So, again, I think it starts tonight, and you said it beautifully, Jason. You can't look past this next 36 minutes and how important it's going to be for both of these teams. So, for that reason and that reason alone, I look forward to a really good game.
We thank you for tuning in to the Budget Blinds pregame show. We will take a quick timeout and we'll come back and have your opening tap here, brought to you by Ray Sport Marine here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
J&L Nutritional Consulting is the area leader in beef, dairy, and seed. J&L has over 20 years of experience, and they use the latest technology in ration balancing software to make sure every part of your feed is utilized. They provide adjustable profit and loss projections, and their seed division makes sure to bring the best seed for your field, no matter the brand. Contact Mike, Joe, and Andrew at J&L Nutritional Consulting, 218-346-7487.
At Waterfront Recreational LLC, the mission is to deliver high-quality and custom-built steps, decks, and docks so you can access and enjoy your property. We believe in hard work, honest and fair dealing, high-quality craftsmanship, and excellent customer service. Our products have proven results. We can't control the weather, but our docks remain rock solid in the windiest of conditions. We also offer boat storage in the wintertime. Call or text 218-298-1353 for more information about each of our services, or visit waterfrontrecreational.com today.
New Horizons Realty is a full-service real estate company who has been helping buyers and sellers in Lakes Country for over 25 years. They understand the local market conditions because they are from here, live here, and have lifelong careers in real estate. Get a free estimate with an experienced, local, laid-back, and friendly agent that's a part of a team you can trust and will go to work for you. Visit permrealestate.com or call 218-346-7767 to speak with Chad and his dedicated team at New Horizons Realty in Perm.
Welcome back into the Hive. Public address announcer Arlie Ohm introducing the officials tonight, and it's a veteran crew from the local area. Chuck Everett, Brian Guler, and Logan Rydell. A great officiating crew on hand tonight, as the Titans of Norman County, East Hewlett, and Hitterdal being introduced. Again, it's Wyatt Crompton, Ian Jacobson, Maverick Pinsky, Aiden Flayton, and Cade Bentley. Again, it's an opportunity. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors as well for making tonight's broadcast possible. I thank KLN Family Brands. Apply today, build your tomorrow. Visit KLNFamilyBrands.com. We'd like to thank United Community Bank, sponsors our scoreboard. Rooter Family Dentistry, J&L Nutrition, and the backyard, as well as Frontier Airlines, Great Clips, Dakota Fins and Feathers, and Budget Blinds is sponsored of our pregame show. Thank them for their support. Nice Family Sales, the Nice Family Sales Service Center. Good service, all makes and models. Schedule your vehicle today by calling 218-346-5976. Stay tuned for our postgame show brought to you by EOT Insurance. You can grab a quote today by visiting EOTinsurance.com. And we have many others that we'd like to thank for their support of high school athletics here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Again, we thank you for tuning in, whether you're watching on the Magnitude Sports stream or as well as the Perm Yellow Jacket activities page. We thank you for tuning in tonight.
And I know, Jason, we've talked about keys of the game, and we've talked about all the things that we think. I'm going to throw two last things out there, and it's always seems to be near and dear to my heart are matchups when you start a game. I think keys to look at is who's going to guard number 11, Aiden Flayton from Norman County East. I'm not saying he's the only or last the route for. There's a lot of scorers for the Titans, but he seems to be the straw that stirs the drink. And I think the opposite way, who's going to guard Happel? Happel's kind of that guy that I think the Yellow Jackets rely on. Hit those threes, get them kind of into the game. who's matching up with him to kind of knock him off that spot, get him to move his feet so he's not sitting in there shooting.
There's another matchup I want to touch on as well is Ashton Detloff. His length can really stretch the floor, and there's the one who's had some good shots of late from deep. Flayton and Detloff will take the opening tap. Brought to you by Ray Sport and Marine. The opening tap will go to the Yellow Jackets. And Onenson will bring the ball up for the Yellow Jackets on our game's first possession tonight. We thank you for tuning in here at the Hive as Onenson drives, kicks, and right away there's one of your matchup looking as Happel hits a three, and the Yellow Jackets are on board with the first basket.
Titans let him set his feet, and he is a remarkably better shooter when he gets his feet set, buries that first three.
In the lane, Pinsky gets picked by Swintek, and the Yellow Jackets coming back. Happel thought about it now with the move kick, and now it's Swintek for three from the corner, and the Yellow Jackets off and running up 6-0.
Great start by the Yellow Jackets. Pick up a little just token man-to-man, trying to knock them off their game a little bit, and so far it's worked.
Jacobson into the lane, now kicks it over. Here's Pinsky, now with it to Flayton. We talked about him, he'll launch a three. In and out, no good. Rebound grabbed by Onenson. Up ahead, Swintek. The Yellow Jackets 2 of 2 from deep. We saw that the other day when the Yellow Jackets took on Barnesville when they hit 18 three-pointers. It's that stretch when they go cold, though. How are they going to get the points? As now Detloff trying to make it 3 of 3 from deep, and he does just that. And head coach Ted Critchley will call timeout as Ashton Detloff hits from deep, and the Yellow Jackets are off and running with a 9-0 lead. We'll keep it here during this 30-second timeout. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Nice Family Sales, the Nice Family Sales Service Center can service all makes and models. Schedule your vehicle today by calling 218-346-5976. We also like to thank Waterfront Recreational, Perham Health, Central Market, New Horizons Realty, Perham Chamber of Commerce, Lakes Area Co-op, Hanson's Plumbing and Hitting, Joel Foltz Construction, River's Edge Chemistry, Interiors by Winkle, and Ray Sport and Marine. Perfect start to Lance, 3 of 3 from deep. 3 different players with Happel, Swintek, and Detloff. And the Yellow Jackets off and running early.
Well, perfect recipe for the Yellow Jackets to get started, and I think you said it, Jason. You're guarding now against those little lulls that happen for the Yellow Jackets. How do you keep this going? And I think it's defensively.
Now Jacobson at the elbow. Closed there by Schmidt. Hands it off to Crompton. Crompton picks up his dribble, but now gets to Jacobson. Jacobson lowers his shoulder. Happel standing his ground. Crompton will launch a three short off the iron. Rebound by Happel. A one-and-done possession for the Titans. Now Onenson with the head fake. He will drive, kick. Happel, the extra pass comes to Schmidt. Now the handoff there. Onenson for three. That's short off the iron, and Crompton's there for the board. Down low it goes. Spin move off the glass. Doesn't get it to go. The shot attempt by Bentley, and a good look. Just couldn't finish. Under 16 to go. Yellow Jackets lead 9-0.
I think if you're Coach Critchley and your staff, here's Onenson into the lane.
Swintek, the open look. Ooh. That's Detloff. Gets the board. It's tied up, and Bentley gets it.
Finish this real quick as they're going fast break. I think you're getting the looks you want to. The ball's not going in the basket. That's different than not executing your offensive plan. So again, keep doing what you're doing. Law averages makes this balance out at some point.
Clinton kicks it out. Three-pointer on its way from the Titans. That's off the mark. And Detloff with another rebound. Happel back the other way. Now Onenson thought about it. Passes it up to Schmidt. So after hitting 3 in a row from deep, the Yellow Jackets have missed 2. And now Onenson again for 3. That one's off the mark. And Detloff fights for an offensive board, and the putback is good.
There was your matchup, Jason, and exactly kind of what you had talked about. That length of Detloff makes that pretty easy.
Pass thrown away, and coming back, Schmidt up ahead to Happel. Happel, the layup. And another timeout called by the Titans. It's a 13-0 run for the Yellow Jackets to start things off.
Yeah, and again, you hate to call 2 timeouts back-to-back, but I think your fear of getting so far out of control that you can't. It's tough to climb back. Right now, I think you run your best set. I definitely think you got to get Flayton the ball here somehow, whether it's an open three or dribble drive. Try to get him to the basket if you're the Titans, and if he gets to the basket, it's going to draw some defense. Even if it's the kick for three, you're going to get a good solid look. But great start by the Yellow Jackets, and ball movement, I think, has been the most impressive thing for me tonight, Jason.
The Yellow Jackets spreading out the scoring so far. Detloff and Happel each with 5. Swentek with 3, a 13-0 run. And 2 timeouts on by Ted Critchley. Now Crompton goes into the lanes, tied up, held ball. Jump ball will be the call. The possession arrow will keep it with the Titans.
As dumb as this sounds, sometimes your best play is your inbounds play underneath your own bucket. Maybe this is what the Titans need to just crack that bucket and crack that scoring.
I think right now they just need to see the ball go through the hoop, and there's an inside jumper that rolls in and out. No good. Flayton misses that one, and back the other way are the Yellow Jackets.
And I'm pretty sure that's one you don't see him miss often.
Apple inside, Detloff kicks back out, Onenson, now back into Detloff. Detloff works in the post, the double team comes, the extra pass. As Swentek looks for 3, it's off the front iron. Rebound grab by Flayton, and back the other way come the Titans. Schmidt pokes it away into the backcourt. Jacobson gets it to the near side now to Crompton. Now Flayton launches for 3. Line drive shot. No. Rebound grab by the Yellow Jackets. Schmidt got it to Onenson as he was going to the floor.
Man, you have to feel snake bitten if you're the Titans. There goes Schmidt in for a layup. How many shots have you had in and out of the basket so far?
Jacobson for 3. That's offline. Apple the board, saves it to Swentek. Now comes Onenson back. Apple now. Well, the Titans, we know, have the flair for the dramatic. Their JV team erased a big deficit, came back with a victory, and now Happel for 3 is off the front iron. And rebound Swentek, put back shot, no good. A rebound grab by Pinsky. Up ahead, Jacobson. He goes against Schmidt in the lane, tough shot there, no good. Rebound saved again by the Yellow Jackets, and right now the Titans are forcing too much and a little out of control. To settle down, get a couple of passes, and get in your offense. As Detloff backs down the defender, kicks it out to Schmidt. Now Onenson. Back to Schmidt on the left side. All the way over to the right to Onenson. Now the Brooks in the corner, thinks about driving up. Now it's to Schmidt. The pass to Swentek. Back to Schmidt. Shot clock now at 9. It goes to the right side. Onenson, kick out. Open is Swentek. He will launch for 3, and he'll hit the 3. It's a 16-0 run for the Yellow Jackets here in the first 5.5 minutes of our opening half. And now an offensive foul is going to be called on Flayton. As he lowered the shoulder in a frustration foul, he picks up his first.
Yeah, and you said it well. That was all frustration. 1,000-point scorer, trying to get his team going, just willing his way to the basket. And Gage Onenson's been playing some really good defense in the last all season, but has picked it up another level here in the probably since that Breckenridge game, Jason, and he's doing the same thing, just frustrating the Titans right now. And you said it, they just got to slow down, run a set, be patient. You're not going to get a 16-point play.
Brandon Sandberg shot no good. Rebound grab by Jurek. Now an open look for 3. That's short off the iron by Braceth. Apple back the other way. Screen set. Now the roll to Onenson. Inside Sandberg. Spanberg spins in the lane, tries to kick it out, and it's batted away. And back come the Titans, trying to see if they can go on a run here. And in the lane, a foul shot's no good. We'll see if it's in the act. It's going to be on the floor.
And I think we've seen what the Titans want to do. They want to dribble drive in. They want to get that body contact. They're not getting their shots to fall right now, which is putting some extra pressure on them.
Clanton into the lane, spins, short jumper's good. And now the cover's off the lid the cover's off the hoop for the Titans.
Exactly, and Flatten's a scorer, and you can see that. So the Yellow Jackets are going to have to sew it up where he can't get that deep into the basket each time.
Reuter now, who just came in, has the ball, goes over to Happel. Inside Sandberg. Sandberg looks for the cross-court pass for Swentek. He will launch for three and hit a big slide three. Swentek with 9, and the Yellow Jackets lead 19-2.
I think the Titans are digging a little too deep on that backside help defense. They're not able to recover fast enough to get a hand in the face.
Three-pointer offline. Rebound to Happel. On the Yellow Jackets running now. Happel will slow it down. Onenson thought about the deep three. Now he's going to cut into the lane, go up, and just be short on the finish. And the pass too far, and stepping out of bounds on the far side is Crompton. As veteran official Logan Rydell all over it. I know he's got a great eye. I've seen him knock some baseballs around the yard as a member of the Clarissa Flyers. Onenson with the screen goes right side. Now Happel with the head fake, tries baseline, floater too strong. Rebound tapped around Sandberg. The putback is good for Brendan Sandberg and his first 2 points. And we have a foul on the Yellow Jackets. Fouls on Onenson. Just a second on the Yellow Jackets, as it's 21-2 on your United Community Bank scoreboard. Crompton pull-up jumper from the elbows offline. Clayton the rebound. He goes up strong. Gets the roll. He's got 4 now.
And you almost have to take a deep sigh of relief if you're the Titans. It's the first one that's actually bounced in for you. And again, you just got to chip away here. Try to get this to a 10-point game and then work from there. So every possession on defense, but here they dig in too deep again, leave a wide open shot for Onenson for 3.
Rayseth hands it over to Crompton. Crompton, the floater offline. Sandberg the rebound. Reuter with it. Happel swings over far side. Onenson brings over to Reuter. Reuter's going to drive, jump stop, go up. Shot too strong. Sandberg the rebound. Now he's going to go up strong. That one's too strong. Reuter fights for the board, gets to Happel. Happel drives, kicks, tapped. Saved by Swentek. And the Yellow Jackets reset with 13 on the shot clock. Now to Happel. He'll regroup again. Nice drive, just can't finish. As he faked the pass to Reuter, got through, just couldn't finish. Back the other way though. Here's Flynn. Jumper, good. He's got 6. He's got all 6, so it's 24-6. Onenson slowly across half court. Now gets pressure. Onenson will drive, left hand, finishes it. It's 26-6. Pull-up jumper, that one drops. And a big bucket there for Bryce Braceth.
And it's kind of getting the feel a little bit of a summer basketball game here, as both teams are just scoring at will, trying to get up and down the floor and beat the opponent. And again, it's good basketball. I look at about 6 shots that the Titans had that rimmed in and out, and this is a pretty good ball game. But hats off to the Yellow Jackets. What a great start.
Reuter's going to launch for 3. In and out, no good. Big rebound inside by Nodsley. Crompton with it. Pull-up jumper. He likes that spot, and he hits that one. That's a shot he has been waiting to go down, and it does right there. 26-10. We got a time on the floor. That's a short one, but we'll try to get a break in. Welcome back into the Hive. Yellow Jackets with a strong start, lead 26-10 here on the Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal Titans. We talked about earlier in the pregame show tonight, the Yellow Jackets don't want to get caught looking past the Titans, and they definitely are showing that they have not. And as a team this year, they're really a team that can't afford to look past anyone right now.
No, and then they're shooting the ball well, and they're moving the ball extremely well, and I like that, and that was a good example right there.
Bloom with the feed, Reuter the finish for 3. Now in the lane. Clayton kicks it out. 3 on its way from Jacobson off the iron. Onitson the rebound. The kick. Onitson to look for 3. That one's good. And the three-point party is happening tonight for the Yellow Jackets as they lead 32-10. Pinsky now. Clayton with it. Gets help. And goes inside, poked away by Bloom. He read that one well. As they try to attack inside. Schmidt now comes back, hands it off for Reuter. Cross court it goes to Onitson. Reuter drives, knifes through, shot blocked. Stepping into a 3 and trying to answer, but it doesn't drop. There's Jacobson. The Yellow Jackets have hit 8 3-pointers. The Titans have not had one drop yet, and they've had many of those where it's run around and come out the other side. Here's Bloom with it. Gets a screen from Detloff. Drives in the lane, the floater gets the roll. The Yellow Jackets are really getting anything and everything that they want on offense in this first half. Clayton drives. Into the lane, kick near side, head fake there. Jacobson, he'll go into the lane. Floater by him is short. Gets his own rebound. The putback, though, that's too strong.
And if we could sum up the first half, it was that possession. Yellow Jackets, nice play, worked well to get to the offense. Floater rims off the front, rolls in. 2 point-blank shots for the Titans, both of them off target. Just the way it's happening this half.
Reuter for 3, that's no good. A good look on this with a nice drive kick. Just unable to finish that 3-pointer. Now coming back. Brasas with it. Now gets it for Jacobson. Clayton again. Pull up jumper from the elbow. It's offline. Bloom the rebound. Bloom. Schmidt now. 4.5 to go on your United Community Bank scoreboard. Yellow Jackets lead 34-10 in our first half. Bloom now. Knifes in the lane, drops it off for Detloff. Now we'll drive for Reuter. Bloom in the lane, knifes through, gets fouled as he went up for a shot. Kind of shocked there for a moment where Detloff had that open baseline jumper, I thought. It didn't take it, but Bloom ends up going to the line as the foul's on Jacobson.
Yeah, and I think if you're the Yellow Jackets, you want to see Detloff be aggressive there because those are the shots you're going to need against the Vikings, Pelican Rapids Vikings, the Barnesville Trojans, the DGFs. Go up into the face of that person as the first free throw's off. Again, I think they've had such success passing the ball right now, they just feel like it's natural to swing the ball to that next shooter.
First trip to the Reuter Friendly Dentistry free throw line for both teams. And empty at the line. Crompton with it. Drives through and a foul will be called. So he goes to the hoop. We'll send him to the Reuter Friendly Dentistry free throw line.
And again, we've talked throughout the year about that cylinder and how important that is, and that made that an easy call. 2 feet inside that cylinder. It was going to be a blocking foul.
Falls on Wilkosh. First free throw good for Crompton. Second on its way. Good as well. He's got 4. And it's 34-12 in favor of the Yellow Jackets. Bloom will bring the ball up court. Now Bloom will drive. Kick back, Swentek. He will launch for 3. It's good. Maddox Swentek with 4 3-pointers in the first half. Makes it 37-12. And now a foul on the drive as Bronseth gets fouled on the drive to the hoop.
And you said it, Jason. I think they're digging in a little too deep. The Titans are going to take the ball out of bounds. They're yet to run at the Yellow Jackets and make them put the ball on the ground. I think you're going to have to. They're shooting the ball so well right now. Make them do something different than they've been doing.
Jacobson drives, kicks near side. Tough pass there for Braceth. He'll drive, floater, good. Nice finish there. He's got 4. Bloom now kicks. Swentek, head fake, drives into the lane, kicks it over for Bloom. Bloom into the lane now, right hand too strong. Deloff the board, the putback good.
Again, nice job by the Titans that time, making Swentek put the ball on the floor. Again, you called it early, Detloff, as here we have a steal, but Detloff, nice job of cleaning up the mess.
Battle for the loose ball, ends up going out of bounds. Nice hustle there by Flayton, trying to cause the turnovers. This squad trails 39-14. So Yellow Jackets bring the ball up court. Now Wolkosh. There to Swentek, over to Happel. Head fake, drives. Kick right, now to Bloom. Bloom into the lane. Wolkosh Sonabo to closes, but travels. Called by the veteran Brian Guler. Got his eyes on everything over there on the far side. 39-14.
Better job of closing out that time. Again, you're going to have to close out through the Yellow Jackets right now, not up to them. Make them put the ball on the floor. Hope something like that happens. Get on a little run in this last 2 minutes for the Titans, and the Yellow Jackets can't take their foot off the gas. Score as many points as you can right now.
Process jumper no good. Wolkosh the board with 2 minutes to go. Yellow Jackets lead 39-14 quickly to Detloff. Detloff into the lane, lowers the shoulder, and an offensive foul will be called on Detloff going to the hoop.
When you go from 6'2 to 5'10 on a lowering of the shoulder, it makes it a pretty easy call for the official. And I think it's just one of those things that comes natural, Jason, as you think you have to make that contact. I'd like to see Detloff play through that guy, stay big, and go up for your basket.
Clayton hands it off. Jacobson gets the screen that he's looking for, and it's going to be a moving screen. Well, he got the screen that he wanted, but it just was a little too much movement.
Which sometimes makes a really good screen if that doesn't get caught. But nice job of officiating tonight by this refereeing crew. It's just been kind of a good flow to the game. Just the scoring hasn't been on the end of the Titans.
Happel for 3, good. Mason Happel hits from deep, and it's 42-14. Flayton pull-up jumper, good. Nice calmly answer by Flayton's got 8.
And he's probably wondering where that was on his first 5 or 6 shots as they rattled in and out. And again, Titans are not making the Yellow Jackets move their feet. And there's Detloff with another 3.
Starting to remind me of an NBA All-Star game that just recently happened as Detloff hits as it's 45-16. Well, and that pass thrown to the far side.
That could draw some talk and controversy. That's all I heard this weekend about that game.
There's a little more defense here, though.
A little bit.
There's a foul on the Yellow Jackets on Wolkosh. Nice feed, nice inbounds play out of the foul, but unable to finish. Happel back the other way. Flayton feeds it over for Wolkosh. Off the iron, no good. Rebound off Detloff and out of bounds. Nope, apparently, yes, it was.
Yep. Officiating crew, we talked about them doing a nice job. Just communicated with each other. Referee Guler had a little better look, and good job by the officiating crew.
Flayton drives through traffic, too strong on the shot. Bloom the rebound. He's looking to run and push it 2 on 3. Then he'll knife through and lay it up and in. Nice finish. Under 30 seconds to go in our opening half. Kick out near side. Now a three from Crompton is good. 47-19. With 8 seconds to go, Bloom will go left. Kick. Swentek again for three. It's good. He's got 5 3-pointers. And the Yellow Jackets will take a commanding 50-19 lead into the break here on your United Community Bank scoreboard. And Lance, you shoot like that all night long, you're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, it's absolutely the best I've seen the Yellow Jackets shoot tonight. And again, I think when you've talked about it in the past, Jason, it's contagious. Once shooting gets going, you start to see your buddies hitting shots, and all of a sudden you want to get into the three-point party that you so often talked about. And I see that in the Yellow Jackets tonight. I also see that the Titans are going to have to close out a little bit better. They're letting the Yellow Jackets set their feet, and most of the time when you're a shooter at a high school level, it's a lot easier to shoot when your feet are set than when you have to put the ball on the floor or you're shooting on the move. So see what adjustments can be made. It's an awful uphill battle to climb now for the Titans, but again, it's a battle of two halves. We got one more to go.
We'll take a break, come back with your Frontier Airlines halftime show, your Go Wild halftime show. Wow. Visit flyfrontier.com today to learn about the Go Wild Pass and lock in one-way flights in and out of both Fargo and Minneapolis for as low as $15. Halftime show coming up here in just a second.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey. Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Central Market, the fresh place in Perham and Detroit Lakes, offering the freshest meat, produce, bakery, and deli products possible with great value for your money. A visit to Central Market is a journey into freshness. You'll always be able to find a wide variety of items that will result in the perfect meal for your family and friends. Begin with their meat department, and whether it's succulent fruit and vegetables, fresh baked specialties from their bakery, or the convenience of fresh deli selections. Central Market is the fresh place for your family. Go Yellow Jackets.
New Horizons Realty is a full-service real estate company who has been helping buyers and sellers in Lakes Country for over 25 years. They understand the local market conditions because they are from here, live here, and have lifelong careers in real estate. Get a free estimate with an experienced, local, laid-back, and friendly agent that's a part of a team you can trust and will go to work for you. Visit permrealestate.com or call 218-346-7767 to speak with Chad and his dedicated team at New Horizons Realty in Perm.
Welcome back here to the Hive, and the Titans are hoping for a Disney-like comeback in the second half as they trail 50-19, and all the credit there goes to the Yellow Jacket offense. They were on fire, hitting from deep in that first half. And Lance, they got pretty much anything and everything that they wanted on offense.
And it started with those first 3 shots, and you can almost see the sense of relief when they went 3 for 3 to open the game, and it was a quick 9-0 run. And then they battled through, Jason, which I thought was impressive. They kind of have a stretch there where they missed 2 or 3, and they didn't. That's had a tendency to go a lot longer for the Yellow Jackets this year. They battled out of that right away, and I thought that was an impressive part to the game and maybe the difference right now is they didn't let the Titans back into the game.
12 first-half three-pointers from the Yellow Jackets. Reminds me of the shooting days of a fan that's tuning in tonight from Pelican Rapids as the Yellow Jackets shooting strong tonight. 15 points from Maddox Swentek, 10 from Ashton Detloff, Gage Johnson, and Mason Happel with 8 each. Alex Bloom with 4, 3 for Cole Ruder, and 2 for Brandon Sandberg to lead the way for the Yellow Jackets. And on the other side, only 3 people with points. Aiden Flanton with 8, 7 for Ryan Cropton, and 7 for Bryce Rostes. As we'll take a quick look and see if I got the numbers as accurate as I can. There's obviously no turnovers in this game, but it's been outstanding with the way this game is going.
I thought it's been clean, Jason, but that's outstanding. No, it's been a great game, and again, you're going to see the inflated numbers at the three-point line. I don't know that I think the Jackets could go blindfolded right now and hit threes. But part of that, we make light and we make fun. They're playing really good basketball, and I think it really stems from not forcing shots. I've watched the Yellow Jackets through the year try to go one-on-one a little too much. Tonight I don't see that happening. I don't know if you feel the same way, Jason, but it seems like they're looking for each other a lot better than they have.
I do. You've seen the extra pass. They've done a great job moving the basketball around, and I think that's really been the key. They're not settling for good. They're looking for great tonight.
Right, and we talked about I'd love to see percentages that somebody takes of if you've got your feet set and you shoot a three-pointer versus having to take a dribble or two or make a move off there. It has to be outstanding. And the Titans aren't forcing the Yellow Jackets off their spot. And I said that early. You can't let a Mason Happel sit. You can't let a Maddox Swentek sit and just have their feet planted. You have to make them put the ball. They're still good shooters. They're still going to make a good percentage. But I don't think they shoot it at the clip they're shooting right now.
This game kind of reminds me, not score-wise, a little bit of a game that I was at last night in Mankato. You see one team on one side of the floor effortlessly, it seems like, on offense, and the other side of the floor just have to work to get your shot.
Well, you have to be in the Titans locker room thinking you're snake bitten right now, because I would say 5 of their first 7 shots rimmed in and out. Like, they were 50% inside the basket, and all of a sudden they would hit something and roll out, and they lost those shots. Well, you start taking those, you make those 5 shots, and all of a sudden you get a stop in there, and a 20-point game's a 10-point game, and now it's in striking distance. Now I think you just got to, like you've said in the past, you got to break it up into play 5-minute increments or 4-minute increments, and we're going to win that 4-minute, take a timeout. We're going to regather, win the next 4, and see if you can get back in this game.
The unfortunate thing for the Titans, you can't take those timeouts. You only have 3 left, and as great as we like to think we are, there's no media timeouts here in the Hive as the Yellow Jackets lead 15-19.
There should be. No, just kidding.
Actually, it's funny. I joked with that with a guy here the other night about media timeouts. But the Yellow Jackets here at the half on the Go Wild halftime show lead by a score of 50-19. We'll take a break, come back, and have you set up for the second half.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Say hello to Taylor Doll at the Backyard. Taylor keeps the store filled with your pet's favorite pet food, pet treats, and pet toys. Hard to find items like retractable dog leashes and pet supplements. The Backyard also carries everything you need for your livestock and poultry operations. Are you a bird watcher? The Backyard has one of the best selections of bird seed, suets, and feeders in the area. And finally, don't forget to book a spa day for your dog with one of our professional dog groomers. 218-346-7487.
Welcome back into the Hive as we get ready to go for the second half. The Yellow Jackets up on the Titans by a score of 50-19.
Yeah, all Yellow Jackets in the first half, and again, it's got to be a little deflating to go in the locker room as the Titans, and I know you're wanting to come out, show what you have here, but the Yellow Jackets just caught fire, and it was unbelievable to watch, and it wasn't just one player or two players, it was the whole team.
So we heard an announcement earlier, and Aiden Flayton has just became the all-time leading scorer for Norman County, East Hewlett, and Hitterdal for the combined schools. So congratulations to him, and a great honor as he sets a record for the combined program and actually both schools in his career. With that, he has 8 tonight, so congratulations to him. The Yellow Jackets are now with a 50-19 lead, trying to protect it as much as they can. And now you think about a little bit staying healthy and how you might manage your bench when you got a game tomorrow night. But part of that depends on what kind of start you get here in the second half. And the Titans are going to come out with a different look and change things up defensively.
Well, we've seen all too many times, Jason, when you start to get conservative and all of a sudden it creeps up, and here's Swintek again. Maybe it's this end of the basket. It looked very similar to what happened. Now foul on Detloff, so kind of a double whammy there, and the Yellow Jackets going to come out in full court. But we've seen you take the foot off the gas, and all of a sudden the other team starts feeling it, and then a little bit of doubt creeps in. So I think if you're the Yellow Jackets, you got to keep going at it.
Well, I think, Lance, you said it right before we went to that break at halftime. It's those increments. Win the mini game now if you're the Titans. As with his Pinsky into the lane. Kicks out up top for Jacobson. Jacobson drives, kicks, right side. Flayton, pull-up jumper, loses it. Gets it back, though, with 7 on the shot clock. He'll go left with the screen. The help is there, though. Flayton forces a nice feed down low, and the finish inside for Cade Bentley. It's a nice job of not panicking, knowing the situation on the shot clock, and finding a wide open Bentley down low who finishes.
Well, and almost a 10-second violation there for the Jackets, so not the way you would want to start if you're the Jackets. And kudos to the coaching staff of the Titans here. Changing up defense is just giving a different look.
Happel. Connaughton. Back to Happel. 8 on the shot clock. Hugh launch off the back iron. Swentek there for the board, and the putback is good for Maddox Swentek. And that's the unfortunate thing there for the Titans. You play such good defense, but you give up the board and the easy putback.
Well, and it's a theory. It's one of the downfalls of running a zone defense is you're not guarding somebody, so it's harder to go find somebody to box out. You got to make a real concerted effort. Well, now you're expending energy on offense and defense.
That one offline. Hodgson back the other way. Cross court for Happel in the corner. Now the kick up top, the extra pass. They swing it over near side. Tapped out of bounds by Cropton.
Again, nice hands in the passing lanes there by the Titans. Nice job by the Yellow Jackets reversing that basketball. We talked about that early.
Detloff, the open 3 offline. Onenson to Swentek. Pull-up jumper for him, short. There might be this hoop to our left on your screen.
I'm starting to maybe think we got to put a level on that thing.
Nice spin move off the glass and finish for Jacobson. I know on Tuesday night, as I'd like to laugh about my shot, I was hitting on the right basket. The one on the left, I was not.
Well, there we go. Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, this Apple has it. It's 52-23. Detloff drives baseline, gets trapped, gets to Schmidt. Now to Happel. Happel for 3. Answers that. As he hits that one, does Mason Happel. It's got 11 and a timeout called by the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Happel disregards what we've been saying up here. But again, nice job by the Titans. If you look back, we talked about small increments. When you force the Yellow Jackets to use your timeouts, now you didn't have to use one. We talked about going so far trying to win that battle. Now they can go another 2-3 minutes. They still have 3 timeouts on the clock. And they can start to battle just a little bit more. And you just have to know, Jason, that things can't go as badly as it did in the first half if you're a Titan fan. You've watched your team. You know that they can score the basketball. You know you have quality basketball players. And it's already started to show here. And you see a little bit more of a spring in their step.
One of the scores that's been updated throughout the arena or the gym is Detroit Lakes and Crookston hockey. Lakers up big on Crookston 6-1 at the end of the second period as there's a turnover.
Boy, that's tough coming out of a timeout, and you're just making some gains and then you turn over. But Yellow Jackets changed up defense, came out full court, kind of caught them off guard, and weren't really ready for it.
Detloff, Swinton. Inside it goes Schmidt, too strong for him, too high.
Zones really gave the little bit of a fit to the Yellow Jackets.
Stepping into a 3 is Pinsky, and it's offline, and Detloff the rebound.
Man, they need one of those, Jason. You get one to go, and pretty soon it's under 20, and now you're starting to feel that happening, and here nice ball movement by the Yellow Jackets.
Detloff drives, loses control of the ball, and coming back are the Titans. And a foul. Fouls on Detloff. Pinsky now to the right side. Looking to drive, Flanton. Into the lane, bumps, loses control of the ball, looks for a foul. And the turnover will give it back to the Yellow Jackets. Swentek with it. Yellow Jackets leading, and Happel hitting. Another 3. Mason Happel has now got 14. The Yellow Jackets have now hit 14 3-pointers as it's 58-23. And just how quick the momentum can switch. Scrompton off-balance shot, line drive, dart off the rim. The Yellow Jackets have numbers up ahead. Onenson, and he lays it short. And the rebound's grabbed by Jacobson. And here's Flinton back the other way. Now to Pinsky. Pinsky's going to look to drive. Goes to the hoop strong. No on the shot, but he gets fouled, and we'll go to the Ruder Family Dentistry free throw line.
One of the things that's been consistently called, but you wonder a little bit, and there's a difference at each level. This has been a pretty physical ball game. You're allowed to bump all the way to the basket until it made the shot go offline. And you wonder if that's caught the Titans off guard just a little bit, and if they get used to it a little bit more in the second half.
13:46 to go, second half. I think there's a lot to be said for this Titan squad coming in tonight in the gym that they're not really used to playing in, not used to being in, and making some adjustments. And I think a little bit of that, you talked on kind of the officiating being more like a playoff style game. I think this will help them get ready for that as they get ready to go for that run that they're looking to go on.
Exactly, and it's wide open in the back of this gym on each side. It's equal on each side. But if you haven't seen that, if you're used to the wall in the back like the good old gym in our day were, Jason, it's a different gym to shoot in.
Apple. Inside it goes. Sandberg with the right hand. No. Rebound grabbed by the Titans.
Great job by the Titans just holding their ground there and making Sandberg go over the top.
Near side now, Crompton from the elbow. He loves that spot, and that one does not drop as Sandberg skies for the board.
Elevates nice on that elbow-type jumper. Again, just a little flat on that shot, but again, one you'd like to see go in if you're the Titans, but good shot regardless.
That pull-up kind of reminds me of the Brevin Stoa type shot from Hawley. Now the ball goes to the floor. Jump ball will be the call.
That's a great summary there, Jason, of what it looks like. It looks exactly like that, almost to the leg guard as well, or it looks very, very similar. One interesting for 8AA following along at halftime. Crosby Arrington beating Park Rapids as there's a floater in the lane by 2. So Park Rapids is sticking with their number 2 seed look early.
Apple inside. Sandberg goes up strong for 2.
Better finish there by Sandberg. Went towards the basket, not away from the basket. Tough to stop when he does that.
Tough thing, the Titans, you get a tough basket to drop and you come right back the other side and just give up a very easy one as Apple picks up a foul. Pass near side, comes back up top for Flayton. Nodsley comes out, sets the screen. Flayton rises up, now gets to Nodsley in the lane, and a foul on the arm by Happel.
Back-to-back fouls by Happel, now not in dire foul trouble, but quickly gets 2. Those things could change too, as we really haven't gone that deep in the bench tonight.
Offline, Happel the rebound. The Yellow Jackets back the other way. Now Reuter. Near side it goes to Onenson. Reuter again. Inside off a foot. And it comes out. And with it is Crompton. He will launch for 3 and nails it. Crompton in double figures now with 10. Onenson now to Reuter as the Yellow Jackets still leading 60-29. Comfortable lead here with 11 about to go in the second half.
Have scored at a nice rate, Jason, but haven't quite cracked this zone defense to get easy shots like I think they're thinking they're going to get. There's a nice dribble drive head fake by Happel. But again, I think it was a nice changeup by the Titans going into this defense into the second half.
It's going to be interesting tomorrow night to see what's thrown at the Yellow Jackets. You know they want to come out shoot like this again, but you know Pelican Rapids is going to have other ideas. As Reuter off the inbounds pass for 3, it's no good. Sandberg fights inside the land of the trees, gets the ball and the putback and fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, again, an interesting one coming up, and we'll talk more about that as this night gets a little closer to the end, but there's some interesting basketball to be played yet in this Section 8 AA, Jason, and I think it could be 1 through 10. There could be some upsets as Sandberg's free throw off to the left a little bit. But I think we've got some really interesting matchups that can happen, and we'll start with one tomorrow night.
Free throw there. He answers on the second one.
Nothing like making an adjustment.
Just like a field goal kicker on that one. Wide left and nailed it down the middle of the next one. 3-pointer, good. That was Jacobson who hit.
I think this is what the Titans fans are used to seeing here. I don't know if it's too late. 10 minutes is a long time, and now they're pulling out this zone into a little bit of press and caught the Yellow Jackets kind of a little bit. Now we got to get back and slow this game back down as here's another turnover.
Flayton with it. Goes to the hoop, spins. Just can't get it to drop. Sandberg comes back quick and gets the rebound. And those are the tough opportunities for the Titans that they can't afford to miss if you want to try to cut into this lead with 10 minutes to go.
And you hate to say this, but Flayton's their best basketball player, and he's had the most baskets go in and out tonight, and it's just unfortunate for the Titans.
Schmidt delivers a feed to Reuter. It's no good. Yellow Jackets the rebound. Sandberg up and in for 2. And the Yellow Jackets extend the lead there with a nice possession inside. We got a timeout. We'll take a break. Yellow Jackets in control, 63-32 on the United Community Bank scoreboard.
How has United Community Bank helped you guys through the years now?
Well, we started 13 years ago with 1 employee in a little shop out of our home, And now over the years we've grown to about 25 employees and 2 shop buildings. So they have absolutely been amazing, supported us, trusted us, and put their faith in us. We just really couldn't have done it without United Community Bank. They are just really supportive.
Ray's Sport and Marine in Perham has you covered for all your recreational needs. Ray's carries a large inventory of Lund boats, Bennington pontoons, plus Viaggio pontoons. They also carry the Yamaha line of ATVs and UTVs, as well as the full line of Honda Power Sports. Stop in and check out all of what Ray's Sport and Marine has to offer. Good luck to all Perham athletes, and go Yellow Jackets!
Welcome back into the Hive. Even second half, but that first half is all Perham as the Yellow Jackets outscored the Titans 50-19, but here in the second half it's 13-all. Fortunately, the scores don't erase at halftime.
Yeah, if you could hit that reset button and start over again, I think you're seeing a little bit out of the Titans, which I was expecting, and they've got to keep it going here. And the Yellow Jackets it's good for them. Let's try to solve that zone defense.
Crompton turnaround jumper short. Rebound grab by Schmidt. Yellow Jackets. Onson will slow it down across half court. Nice ball movement though as Schmidt now works inside, gets that up and in for 2. I think something you touch on is the corners getting ready for that launch there. Schmidt delivered the nice pass. He got it back from Detloff and was able to finish. Pull-up jumper by Flayton drops. Flayton has 10 now. 65-34 in favor of the Yellow Jackets.
Again, the Yellow Jackets solve this zone a little bit more here. Kind of bringing up halfway up as Schmidt, he's dealing and finding the open Yellow Jackets.
Rebound, Detloff is good, and he gets the and one opportunity. This is back to the day of Blaze Schmidt delivering passes like he was on the under center in the shotgun, just finding the open guy.
Well, and the adjustment is, if you watch coming down, he was on the low block. Now he's on the second or third block, moving his way up, which extends that defense as Detloff hits the free throw. They're able to intro it to the entry pass goes into him there, and then he's just able to pick apart and look and find out where the opening is.
Drive dish and a finish, a three-pointer there by Crumpton. He's got 13. Ruder crosses the timeline. As you said, Lance, they are continuing to extend that zone out.
Yellow Jackets moving it so they're not able to get that trap on, but there's that little extended up. Detloff down to Sandberg, easy layup. So nice adjustment by Coach Haberman and his staff, moving up one side of that low post up just a little bit higher.
Cody Nodsley has come in the second half. He's done his job. He's picked up 4 fouls. Will exit, but he's trying to plug the middle of the lane where the Yellow Jackets have had some success. Sandberg at the line to try to complete the three-point play. And he gets that one to go. The Yellow Jackets now lead 71-37. And Sandberg with a steal on the entry pass. Here's Bloom. Nice through. Ruder, the trailer, gets a tough pass. Corrals it. Ruder. Gets it back. Now Swentek in the lane. Detloff. Goes inside now. Sandberg. Kick out up top for Ruder. Ruder for 3. That's good. Cole Ruder hits the three-pointer. Crompton to answer off the iron. And Bloom the rebound. Bloom to Ruder. Poked away, saved, put back to Ruder. And Ruder will take the 3, and that's short. The rebound, Sandberg fights his way inside and puts it down for 2. Well, one of the keys is more efficient and good shooting on offense, and Kyle Haberman, head coach of the Yellow Jackets, got to be happy with that. They've been very efficient and shooting well tonight. Nice feed, and getting into finish there is Pinsky for 2. (76-39), 6.5 to go. And a foul and a bunch of laughter after the foul. As we're all good.
Yeah, some good sportsmanship there, and sometimes that happens again. Both guys meeting there, and then a little slap on the back. And again, they were at running time, which I didn't expect this to happen. So again, if you're following the Yellow Jackets, this has been an outstanding night for you shooting the basketball. And again, Titans just, they gave a little bit more in the second half, just a little bit too late, I believe.
Nice step through, shot no good though by Broseth. And Jace Broseth will earn a trip to the free throw line. That's on Blaze Schmidt. Only his first on the night. 5.5 and counting. Broseth at the line. And continues a trend from the Rooter Family Dentistry free throw line tonight. Second free throw. That one's online.
Now picking up full court, the Titans. And again, these are those you can't replicate this in practice for the Yellow Jackets, so nice job, 10-second count.
I love that rule this year where they're using the shot clock. It makes things easier and helps the officials, and they're on it again.
Right, and you almost think that those are the things that the bench could help out their team with, counting. We talked about the countdown, also letting them know that there's problem. We got a little scrum in the lane here.
Clayton to the hoop, offline. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Will stay with the Titans. Bloom will come in for the Yellow Jackets. As we got a moment. Tomorrow night, a big game that will be on Magnitude Sports. We hope you tune in or actually come into attendance and enjoy this game and fill the Hive up tomorrow night as the Yellow Jackets take on the Vikings on a Friday night. A three-pointer by Flayton's good.
Yeah, a lot of action for the Yellow Jackets tomorrow night. Boys home, girls away. Duluth, you can fill that in for me. I can't remember which Duluth team.
They're taking on the Hilltoppers. Duluth Marshall ranked 13th in the state is a three-pointer from Apple's good to answer for the Yellow Jackets.
And a nice contest for the Yellow Jacket girls to go up against them. Tournament. We got wrestling going on as we got individual sections. So we're traveling the state tomorrow as the Yellow Jackets.
And unfortunately on that wrestling side, you could find, not unfortunately there, you can find the stream address at the school, Perham School's website, activity stream. For the girls basketball, the unfortunate thing, it's back to the old days. There is no stream of that game tomorrow night. Reaching out to the Duluth Marshall AD on that one as the ball's trapped in the corner.
Interesting, because now it seems like it's so much that it's just where is it located, not if it's going to be on. And again, that's kind of a days gone by almost type attitude thing.
And checking in for the Yellow Jackets is Aaron Zeman. He, a nice moment the other day, received his jersey for varsity, and you can tell fan favorite amongst the students. So he checks in for the Yellow Jackets. Through the hands of Schmitz on the Titans.
I think Blaze couldn't get it across court fast enough, looking for the open three.
Flayton drives and gets fouled. Will have a chance at a three-point play.
This Flayton's a really nice basketball player, though, Jason. I know he had his struggles with the shooting tonight going in and out, but you can just see his body control. does just a nice job with the basketball.
The Yellow Jacket players get a nice round of applause. Wholesale substitutions. As we're under 2 minutes to go at the Rooter Family Dentistry free throw line, Flayton gets that one to go. Makes it 79-46. We thank you for tuning into this one. Here's Tate Zacharias. Crosses half court with it. Into the lane, floater, no, but he's going to get called for the offensive foul.
It's a quick way to get your name in the stat book.
In the old days, that would definitely appear in the box score, but box scores have changed nowadays.
True.
Some, if any, nowadays. That's 1 minute to go about in this second half. Yellow Jackets in control. Three-pointer on its way offline. Zeman fights for the board, but it's grabbed by Rustad. Now there's Braden Anderson to Rustad. Pull-up jumper for him. No good. Rebound grabbed by the Titans. Drive, finish at the hoop. Going to the hoop, Maverick Pinsky. The Yellow Jackets get the ball across half court. There's 3 seconds. About the difference between the game and the shot clock. That pass stolen away. Shot clock's now off. Three-pointer. Crompton misses everything. A nice effort there, though, by Flayton. Still battling all the way to the end. You touch on it there for him. The Yellow Jackets just have to get the ball in bounds, and that will do it. The Yellow Jackets will pick up a 79-48 victory tonight.
Yeah, and it's one of those things from the first 3 shots, I think, dictated this whole game. And there's not many times in basketball you can say that. Yellow Jackets just came out on fire. Kind of caught the Titans by surprise, and I think what it did was it just unleashed all of the Yellow Jackets as they just felt so comfortable shooting the basketball tonight. And one of those that you want. Now the hard part is you can celebrate this one for about 15, 20, maybe a half hour, and then you better start thinking about tomorrow night as well. So, again, no different than sometimes the NBA teams as you're flipping from one night to the next. You can't live with this one, but you want to remember what went well and certainly take it into tomorrow night's game.
Well, the only difference between this and the NBA team is that NBA team will have 6 guys not playing tomorrow night. We'll take a break. Yellow Jackets in control in this one by a score of 79-48. We'll come back with your postgame show here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Welcome to Perham, Minnesota. A great place to visit and an even better place to live. Here's a look at just a few of the things you can experience here.
To learn more and plan your next getaway, visit Perham.com.
Say hello to Taylor Doll at the Backyard. Taylor keeps the store filled with your pet's favorite pet food, pet treats, and pet toys. Hard to find items like retractable dog leashes and pet supplements. The Backyard also carries everything you need for your livestock and poultry operations. Are you a bird watcher? The Backyard has one of the best selections of bird seed, suets, and feeders in the area. And finally, don't forget to book a spa day for your dog with one of our professional dog groomers. 218-346-7487.
Welcome back to the Hive. The Yellow Jackets with a big victory tonight, earn a 79-48 victory over the Titans. And Lance, the Yellow Jackets were lights out from deep tonight. It started in the first half. Wasn't, of course, as expected, as strong in the second half, but they did what they needed to do to get the win.
Yeah, early and often they shot so well and they moved the basketball so well. Very impressive night. I think the two things happened in the second half. The zone slowed them down a little bit, and they probably slowed themselves down just a little bit. They knew they had a big lead. They knew they had an opportunity. Don't get into one of those where you're up and down and all of a sudden you turn the ball over 3, 4, 5 times and this game gets within shooting distance for the Titans. So really good job by the Yellow Jackets tonight. 1, coming out really hot. 2, just maintaining all night long. I don't think we saw those lulls that we talked about very long or very often. I think they did just a really nice job tonight of playing together.
Yellow Jackets hit 16 three-pointers here on your EOT Insurance post-game report. So here's a look at the numbers. As the Yellow Jackets, again, 48 points from deep. That's going to be a good metric for them as they look forward to tomorrow night. But first, we have one more thing to wrap up as our post-game show rolls on. Our J&L Nutrition in the Backyard player of the game tonight. A couple of options we could have went with, and then we'll give it to Maddox Swentek, who really caught fire in that first half and kind of got things rolling for the Yellow Jackets.
One thing I liked about Maddox's night tonight is I think he could have shot the ball even more than he did, Jason, but he got to that point where they were really having to run hard at him. He'd put the ball down on the floor, make that kick to get a good shot, a great shot, use your words. That was the impressive part to me, because I think once you get hot, I know, I'll speak for myself, you kind of get selfish a little bit. Like, keep giving me the ball, I want to shoot it. I think he could have done that more tonight, and I think he would have probably boosted his point total, but he didn't play selfish basketball at all, and I think that was indicative to the whole night for the Yellow Jackets as they moved the ball really, really well tonight.
Swentek finishes with 17. Mason Happel does as well. Ashton Detloff with 13, and Brandon Sandberg with 12. The Yellow Jackets in double digits tonight in the victory. Leading the way for Norman County ECU and Hitterdal was Wyatt Crompton. He had 13, but actually the leading scorer was Aiden Flayton with 16. And again, congratulations to Aiden Flayton becoming the all-time leading scorer.
Flayton's a heck of a basketball player, and he's going to do some damage at tournament time. 6'2", can put the ball on the floor, has a nice shot, sees the floor really well. So again, it was one of those nights that started out great for the Yellow Jackets. It followed through great, and it ended great. And that's about all you can say about this game is as they played a complete game tonight, or at least as complete a game as I've seen them play this year.
Well, the Yellow Jackets earned a 79-48 victory tonight. They improved to 8-15. Norman County ECU and Hitterdal drops to 14-9. We'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in. It's been a fun run. We're going to have some load management ourselves as we will be off the air tomorrow night, but we'll be enjoying all the different activities that will be going on, whether it's wrestling, girls or boys basketball, and also section swimming we got to touch on, and that is taking off as well in the boys hockey playoffs going on. So we are going to take in some of that and enjoy the evening and enjoy the weekend, and a lot of great, and this is that exciting time, March Madness. I know we say March, but it's the end of February, and it always starts early.
Yeah, and it's crazy. March Madness, it just seems like it's one of those months, if you're a fan of athletics, it just flies by because each and every night brings something that could be potentially special to the table. And I think one of those things we might look for is some upsets, and you always look for that Cinderella team, whatever playoff you're looking for, and I think Section 8AA could set up pretty easily to maybe have some Cinderella-type teams coming on, and I know those of you sitting at the top are going to go, whoa, wait a second, but again, that's the beauty of sports is you're always going to have someone who's favored and someone who's coming that might be that Cinderella team that everybody jumps on board with.
Well, when we look at tomorrow night's game a little bit, Pelican Rapids 20-3 overall, 9-2 in the conference. Barnesville 16-7, 9-2 in the conference. DGF sneaky and quiet, 9-2 in the conference as well. So tomorrow's game is huge for conference implications.
Yeah, and you've been since the beginning on kind of the DGF bandwagon. Just wait till the end. Just wait till the end. And they played some really good basketball here towards the end of the year, and they've shown stretches. And that's the thing that is so awesome about the conference and the section this year is you've seen a lot of teams have a little mini stretch where you go, oh boy, they're the favorite. And then pretty soon you see somebody else and it's, oh boy, they're the favorite. Nothing sets up better for tournament time than that, Jason, where you're looking at 4, 5, 6, 7. You keep counting and you set your number that can play and beat anybody on any given night.
And if you're the Yellow Jackets, it's cliche, but playoffs start now. I mean, you look at positioning and where they need to get. These next 2 games are huge when it comes to the QRF tiebreakers and how they play into things, where you're sitting on who's touching what team, what line you're on what day of the week. It's very important how big these next 2 games are going to be for the Yellow Jackets.
Man, I didn't think about that, Jason, but I am so glad that you said that. This is actually really the start of tournaments for the Yellow Jackets because you could bolster your – make sure you get a home game. You can check about 6 or 7 boxes, stay away from number 1. These 2 games could do a lot of those box checking for the Yellow Jackets. So it is like the start of tournaments tomorrow. And wow, that's bonus coverage and bonus action in my book. And it sure makes it fun. And I don't know about you. That's what high school sports are all about. And tomorrow night, nobody's going to come out on a bigger high than the Yellow Jackets after the way they played tonight.
They pick up a 79-48 victory over the Titans tonight. For Lance Rock, I'm Jason Grolty. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast and have a good rest of your evening. Thank you for tuning in here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.